Hello, everyone. I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving and time with your families. Hope that you're well rested um, and hope that all is well. Going into the Christmas season, I know it can be very um, chaotic and very overwhelming, but I hope that you all are finding peace and that you're um, relaxing still in some ways. um, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different this month and to have a little video of me kind of explaining or sharing with you my past 3 months here at George Mason University as a missionary. Um, I know sometimes when I put out emails and stuff, that it's great to see and read what's going on, but you're not really seeing or you're not hearing from me. And I thought I would give this time just for you all to see me and hear me and give a personal, like a little bit of just what's been happening this semester for me as a missionary and um, having it being my first year and my first time just sharing with you the transition of becoming a focused missionary. Um, so yeah, I wanted to share a little bit, um, kind of like some insights I had going into the semester, even going into my first couple of months as a missionary. Um, some of you may know through our discussions over the summer while I was doing fundraising, explaining a little bit of uh, uh, in the summertime from about June and July, I went to Bismarck, North Dakota, for staff training, and although those were the best 5 weeks I've ever had at a training for my job, um, it also was very challenging going into this new transition in my life. Of There's a lot of uncertainties, like what's my role going to be? Where am I going to be a missionary at? How am I going to fundraise a salary? All these different things, and it caused a lot of doubt in myself and a lot of anxiety and fears, which I think is normal when going into a new job. Um, but more importantly, I think is really um, has really pushed me to rely on God more in my work. Because as a missionary, it's like you're developing a deeper relationship with Christ, and you're being able to share that with students. And I would say this semester has been very evident for me and also for students how they've seen that in me. Um, but there's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of what ifs, and um, a lot of concerns I had. But it's been, but so going through that in the summer, yeah, there was just a lot of questions I was still having, and through the whole fundraising process um, was a lot to take in such a short period of time. Um, so and the question too came um, when I found out um, where I was going to, which college I was going to. How am I going to connect with the students? They're not going to know me. I'm not going to know them. And how is that all going to work out? um, so, uh, kind of three things things I've been learning a lot in these past 3 months as a missionary here at George Mason is to trust in the Lord, to trust in God, and not just to say that like He's going to take care of everything, but to really trust in Him, and everything that I do is that He's going to help. He's going to take care of it. Um, there's a scripture passage that it's one of my favorites that I've been really reflecting upon throughout the semester. I've gone back to in prayer, and it's John chapter 15. Um, it's in the where Jesus is um, talking about Him being the vine and we are the branches. Um, so it's verse 5 in particular that really stuck out to me. And Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing." And that's just been something I've really been thinking about a lot. Is if I take things on my own, if I take certain responsibilities to my own standards and try to make myself like I'm the perfect missionary, um, it's not going to work that way. Because without God, without Jesus, we can't do it. Um, and that's been a really a very actually a lot of weight has been coming off of that for me. To know that that even if I do mess up, even if I, if I'm not becoming the perfect missionary, that Jesus still wants me to be here, that He's going to help me through those difficulties. Um, and just even talking to students, like with the 3 students that I've been entrusted with, to grow deeply with, to even show them that like as a missionary I'm not perfect, and that I'm gonna mess up, but that we all are on the same team, and um, we're all um, we're all reaching out to students and to share Christ with them. And for these 3 students in particular, Charlie, Sean, and Matt, um, to show them that uh, we don't have to be these perfect formed Christians or Catholics, um, that we have to trust in the Lord. We have to lean on Him, because without Him we can do nothing. So that's been one thing, is a deeper trust in the Lord. Um, so I think second thing is going out of my comfort zone, um, and with team life and being with 6 other missionaries. I mean that's a lot. Me being an introvert, that's a lot to always be around, um, to be around these people, and to see how the Lord is impacting them too, and why they said yes to becoming a missionary. Um, I've been really grateful um, for my teammates, for Bryant, David, Daisy, Mary, Natalie, and Grace, for their sheer joy and laughter that we all share as a team. Is just been uh, incredible for me to witness that and to be a part of that, um, and to be able to share that with students too. The students see it all the time, and sometimes they think that we're really weird because all we do is laugh, and we have all this joy and this energy, and just it radiates off of it. But students see that, and they are so attracted to it. And so for me, has been something that I've really been thankful of, and showing a lot of gratitude for the Lord to put me on this team, and just for their sheer joy that we share. Um, there's another passage I want to share, um, that is from uh, the, the letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. So that's 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. St. Paul says, "With such affection for you, we were determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but our very selves as well. So dearly beloved had you become to us." And the thing that really stuck out to me is sharing ourselves, our lives, um, and in order to share that um, to students, we had to do that within our team. So with me sharing my life with each and every one of these people that God has put in my life, I have to really step out of my comfort zone and to really share them with them, the depths of my heart, the things that are when I'm not having a good day, to like let them know that. And when things are becoming difficult, to ask for help and ask them to pray for me, which is something I haven't really done as a student, and even before becoming a missionary. But in order for that to happen, is to step out of the comfort zone. And it's been remarkable to share that with students and to share with these three guys that I'm really investing in, is to um, share with them what I'm passionate about: my passion for music, my passion for hiking, my passion um, uh, for whatever it may be, my passion of knowing music, sharing with them like talents that I have. It's been really eye opening for me to letting them into my life, um, and sharing life with them, learning what they're passionate about too. So that I've learned so much about myself through them, um, knowing that there are so many other things that I can open my mind to and learn more about. So that's really been a blessing for me. So stepping out of my comfort zone, for sure, is a big step in my life. Um, and the last thing I want to um, share with you has been something coming up lately, is relying on Mother Mary. Uh, as a campus ministry, we've had students. We're all doing a 33-day Marian consecration, and what that entails is we've been reading out of a book, kind of like a reflection book called 33 Days to Morning Glory, written by Father Michael Gately, which some of you may remember the name because Father Michael Gately came here and gave a talk um, on Divine Mercy, and um, so it's incredible to be going through this reflection, knowing that the author of it came to our school and gave a talk. Um, but in this reflection, in this book that we've been going through, we've been reflecting on four particular saints that have had a deep devotion to Mother Mary. The first one being Saint Louis de Montfort, um, the second one being Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Saint Mother Teresa, and Saint John Paul II. Um, and it's incredible to see that these these saints had such a radical devotion to Mother Mary, and probably why that they have become saints, they've been canonized as saints, is because of their devotion to Mother Mary. Um, I think Father Michael Gately says something in the book that says like it's the quickest, easiest way to becoming a saint. Um, and um, I I don't know if there's really an easy way, but it definitely does open my mind a lot. And hearing from the students too of just like how important Mother Mary is in our faith life, and how we should ask for her intercession to bring us closer to Jesus. So it's not that we're worshiping her, but she is the mother of God, who gave birth to Jesus himself, and how she can bring us closer to him. So for me, that has been a very um, that's been changing my prayer life, these past couple of weeks and past month, really. um, and even thinking about coming into the season of Advent, of reflecting on Mother Mary from the moment when the angel Gabriel came to her in the Immaculate Conception and said that you were going to bear God's Son. Um, and just like thinking of what's going on in Mary's mind, and the whole journey from that moment to the Nativity to Christmas when Christ is born. Um, so, um, so something maybe to think about or ponder upon more this season of Advent. But that is something has been really, helping me to rely on her more in these times where I'm struggling, and knowing that she will bring me to Christ himself and God the Father. Um, so those are a couple of reflections and thoughts that I've wanted to share with you all, and through these past 3 months, and just wanted to also express my gratitude, really, again, just for all the many ways that each and every one of you have supported me, whether that be being a financial monthly partner, or uh, sending your prayer intentions to me, or praying for me and for the students here. know that that has had a huge impact on the ministry and me being a missionary here. It really would not. This would not be possible without each and every one of you. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say I'm thankful for each and every one of you, and forever grateful for all that you have given to the ministry of Focus. And I hope and pray that that will continue, and that next semester will even bear more fruit um, in that. So I'm really looking forward to um, what is in store for the next semester. Um, I'll give you a couple things that are coming up within the next month and over winter break. Um, Big thing, SLS 2020 in Phoenix, Arizona. Um, that is our big focus conference, and we'll be having 40 students coming from George Mason and traveling with us to Arizona. And we are going to be gathered there with thousands of other students all around the country on focus campuses. And there will be tons and tons of speakers there that will be giving talks on just about the Catholic faith and how we can reinvigorate ourselves to come back onto campus and share with students um, how to evangelize and how to reach out to other students on campus. So that's going to be really exciting. We're going to have um, Scott Hahn. We're going to have speakers like Father Mike Schmitz, Sister Miriam, and wonderful religious orders there, seminarians, and we'll have our big entertainer is going to be Matt Maher and Jeremy Camp. So it's just going to be a 5-day conference, and it's going to be amazing for these students and for us to see the Catholic Church gathering for 5 days, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. Ask you to please pray for these students um, while at our time there in Phoenix, Arizona, and that it will be fruitful and that these students will encounter the Lord deeply. The next thing that will be coming up a little bit later on in the next semester for spring break, I will be leading a mission trip along with 2 other missionaries to Slovenia from March 6th through the 15th. We're going to be having about 16 students that have applied and are currently working on fundraising for the cost of the trip. And it's going to be really exciting. I personally have not even thought of where Slovenia was beforehand, but it's going to be an incredible time. We're going to be working with an organization called Emmanuel Community, and their main thing that we're going to be doing is evangelizing. So we're going to be going out and talking to people on the streets, going door to door, or inviting people to come to Mass, come to pray with us, inviting them to pray with us, and just encountering people. Just kind of like how Jesus and his apostles went to different towns and ministered to them by spreading the gospel and sharing the good news. That's going to be something very similar to what we're going to be doing. So I'm really excited. If you'd like to learn more about what other things we might be doing in Slovenia during spring break, or if you're interested in potentially helping a student fundraise and wanting to give a one-time donation to that, feel free to reach out to me, and I would love to share with you on how you can do that. And lastly, again, we have the 5-day silent retreat for all the missionaries in the East region. So us, we will be going next week to New York on a 5-day silent retreat, just to kind of debrief and to reflect on this semester for all of us on our campuses and to gather together. And it's going to be a very fruitful, prayerful time. So I ask you please pray for us and for my team as we go there, and pray a lot. So those are a couple things that are coming up. Again, I hope that this was Um, this was a good kind of opportunity to hear me and to just share with you my experience so far um, uh, as a focused missionary and being here at George Mason. Again, I want to express my gratitude for all of you who have made this possible through your prayers and through your financial donations to this ministry and for me to to be a missionary. So I'm forever grateful for each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have a blessed Christmas and a fruitful season of Advent. And I am looking forward to catching up with some of you, and in the short time that I will be in Maryland during the Christmas time, and I look forward to catching up and sharing with you more about my experience as a missionary. God bless each and every one of you. You all are in my prayers, and stay warm out there. And I hope to talk to you all soon. God bless.